Hello friends, Incurably Crafty's back. Today I'm going to show you guys another inventory piece. It's obviously not a medieval weapon. Um, and yeah, it's kid safe and everything like that, but this is actually like a legitimate tool that I am actively using, and it does work, and I plan on continuing to use it. So without further ado, this is going to be a nice short video, I swear. I'm going to show you guys the fishing pole that I made, and no, it's not like what you're thinking. This is a Dwarven fishing pole. Yeah, I'll show you. Now, dwarves, obviously, you'd think, oh, would a dwarf be out fishing? Well, dwarves are definitely not fishermen. They're not seafarers or anything like that, but dwarves do travel, and when they travel, they live off the land really well, much like rangers and elves do. So for dwarves, they'd carry all kinds of different equipment that would help them get whatever they need to survive. And if they find themselves near a creek or a pond or something and there's fish and they're hungry, they will stop and camp and catch some fish and drink some water, and, like any other living creature. So a dwarves gear, though, when dwarves travel, they're usually traveling in merchant caravans and things like that. So they're usually traveling with a whole bunch of other stuff too. They want all their survival tools to be small, compact, lightweight, and really easy to handle and manage and put away, and some of it break down, etc. So my dwarven fishing pole is not like a human fishing pole, and I'm going to explain why. This right here is my dwarven fishing pole. It's all bound up right now, like nice and tight, so it's in its locked and rested position. But this here is the top of the pole. You got a tube up on top for the line to go through, so it's got something nice and smooth. It goes through a hole there, and then down here on the bottom, you can see that wooden hole isn't just plain wood. Maybe you can't see. Right about there is it's a round brass piece that's going through that has this little stopper right here, so that, and there's no hook on it right now. The end line is supposed to go on the bottom of my weight. This is just my weight. But essentially how this works, now the reel is not like on a human fishing pole. Dwarves don't need all that. They're not even going out on boats to do their fishing. They're pond fishing from shore, so they really don't need to get all excessive. This reel is basically here for containing the line when the pole is not being used. Using the pole is super simple. I'm about to show you. See if I can do this without breaking anything in the kitchen. Fingers crossed. So anyway, to use the pole itself, take the reel and just give it a spin. As you can see, this handle here has a screw going through on the other side, or bolt, I should say, because it's flat. And the line kind of just sits on that. Underneath is a whole nother bundle of thread, which is basically extra when the line breaks. It's just backup thread, that's all it is. And then they could have like a little pouch to carry their weights and tackle and all that stuff in. So super simple. And you can spin the reel too if you want to undo the whole thing. I accidentally made mine a little too tight, and then I stripped the crap out of the screw, so now I can't really undo that easily. I'm gonna make a few other ones because I want to make like elfish ones and stuff like that, but I'm gonna make another dwarven one, and I'm gonna make it so the reel actually does spin a little bit more easier with the handle. But as it stands right now, the reel does serve its function. It does lock the string back into place. So, really easy. One arm's length. See? I put it forward and just put my thumb on it. Anywhere you want to put your thumb on it's fine, as long as you're holding it by the wood. Then, into the water it goes. When you're ready, one arm's length back, and there's your fish. Honestly, I think this is a lot easier than my modern fishing pole, and I've got a few different Shakespeare's that are all really like nice poles. My dad's really big on fishing. We always end up getting like cool kit and stuff whenever we show him like, hey, got some new poles. He's like, oh, hey, this reel would look really cool on this. I bet this would move really fast. He knows way more about it than I do. And even with as good as those poles are, I still like my little Dwarven baby. It's super fast, it's super easy. And again, it relies on what most Dwarven things rely on, and that's arm strength. Dwarves would have a super easy time just pull that line right back and just pop that fish out of the water faster than it knows how to swim away. And again, these are pond fishing shallow bodies of water from shore. Like that little pond in Ocarina of Time, the fishing pond at Lake Hylia. If you don't get the reference, you should probably not be on my channel checking out medieval weapons. But if you don't get that reference, keep staying on my channel checking out medieval weapons. And then while you're on YouTube, yeah, do some homework. You're not going to be disappointed. You're going to end up going out and buying an old game that you'll wish you had bought a lot sooner. So anyway, yeah, that's my Dwarven pole. Real easy cast. That was still on my finger that time, so my ring got in the way. But I'm glad that happened, because next time I'm out and I got this bad boy with me, and then just pull it back, grab it. The next time I'm out and I got this bad boy with me, I'm gonna remember to take my ring off. So I'm looking forward to making some more neat, fun toys to show you guys. This one was a lot of fun to make. It was a lot of fun to put together. It did actually require a little bit more thought and trial and error and consistency than I thought that it would. So it was a really interesting piece to do. Oh yeah, and putting the line away is also really easy. It's such a short amount of line. And I'm going to find a better line, like nylon thread or something to use for this, because after the weight, then it's just normal fishing line. This regular thread just looked medieval, so that's why I used it. And I have a buttload of it. But, yeah, just wrap it up like that. You get it as tight as it'll naturally go, and then you just spin the reel back until it's actually snug. And you got to crank it all the way back. If you do, it's probably going to break your line or your pole or your reel. But this is my first ever attempt at making a fishing pole that isn't just a traditional, like the one from Twilight Princess, because I'm not done making Zelda references. But this is my first attempt at making an unconventional fishing pole, so I'm really glad with how it came out. I'm really happy that it works as well as it does. And I'm really looking forward to making more of these and showing you guys. I want to keep making a lot of other inventory pieces you'd see in the typical main character's inventory. So be on the lookout for things like butterfly nets and lanterns and funny stuff like that too in the future. Thank you guys, like always, for indulging me. Like ratings are always appreciated, but even more so are your opinions. So feel free to stuff that comment section down below. I do have an idea about doing something a little bit bigger than this if my channel gets to 100 subscribers or more. So let your friends know. Old Crafty wants to take it up a notch. So hit that subscribe button while you're at it. Stay safe, everybody, because safety's always first. But no matter what, don't forget to have fun. Thanks, world.